But meanwhile, it's time for the psychic spin. Yes. So this
Yay!
is the segment we do the last Saturday of the month where we look at the big questions or, what's in the news, what's everybody thinking about. And of course, over the last few weeks, it's, the Chinese weather balloon that maybe wasn't a weather balloon and 3 other objects that were shot down. And, we're sending up our $250 million, Raptors to shoot down weather balloons. And it's like, what are these things, these unidentified flying objects, up there? And we thought that'd be a great question for the tarot, right? Or a set of questions, really. I want to know several things. We'll give it a little shuffle here. So, I'm wondering,
I'll let you go first.
How much of a threat really was that balloon? Are any, maybe not all, but are any of those objects we shot down alien in nature? Will they never tell us? More likely. They'll never tell us. They said that they, in fact, one of them, I think it's the one in the Yukon, they said that they had given up, trying to find the wreckage. And I think, come on, modern technology and what's it called? Satellites and all that stuff, oh, come on, they found it. They're just not telling us what it is. Anyway, that's my theory there. Okay. Let's see. What do we got going here? It's interesting when I ask about that weather balloon, I'm getting the Page of Pentacles holding the disc over here. It looks like the balloon to me. It's like floating over the sky. He's like, looking at it here, and then I got that 10 of Wands again. That overburdened energy like that. I think that it's indicating we totally blew that out of proportion. It may or may not have been a weather balloon, but it was a frickin' balloon, people. You don't think the Chinese got satellites over top of us and we got satellites over top of them and everywhere else in the entire world? And don't you think we're flying balloons? Yeah, we actually have balloons. And they're in China, totally overblown. All that is completely overblown. That was my first question. Now I'm going to ask about the, were they or was any of those other things potentially not of this world? Ooh, okay. I'm getting the Wheel of Fortune as the main focus card. Mary, one of the most alien looking cards that we have in the entire deck. When I ask it as a yes, no, I'm getting a 2, a 2. In fact, the reading's bookended by 2 cards. Look at him searching over here, right? So that's a yes, 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 yes. And then the 8 of Swords, 8, yes. It's all yes. The High Priestess. She's guarding what's behind the veil. The secrets in the temple. Hiding the secrets. I'm very suspect. What do you think, Mary, from what I'm getting? I mean, I got 5 yeses when I'm asking is it at least one of those maybe not of this earth, It's like yes, 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 yes.
Yeah. Wow.
And discs flying in the air. The Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
What did you ask?
I asked, well, one, I asked like, what do we need to know about it?
Oh, good one. Yeah.
And also like, kind of also like, what is it about? Is it I used actually the Mystic Martian Oracle
Oh, perfect.
for this, right? And asking it the question like, where did it come from? Where are these coming from? And I got the reptilians. Okay. So, some of these cards depict different species of extraterrestrials. The reptilians, the keywords to give you an idea about reptilians, predatory, uh, all about their own survival, a bit tyrannical when they get in charge of anything. And, so if it is like aliens, we're shooting them down because they're not ones we're friends with. Okay. That's what I just, that's what I'm saying. What was it really about? I got the Mission Possible card from another galactic race, the Lyran Oracle. um, so I think it was a reptilian alien mission, and we shot it down because, like, we don't play that. Okay, apparently, if it had been the White Lions, I bet we were okay with it.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, and what do we really need to know about it? I get the Four of Swords. We don't really need to know anything about it right now. Okay, and that, of course, the Five of Cups is rather disappointing. But I think it's the Page of Wands in the future position saying, like, we'll know something later. They'll tell us later, to what extent they have to and to what extent we can handle it. Because it's like, we have to remember this. And because I, was in military intelligence for several years of my life, we don't need to know everything, and maybe you could be told the information, or I could be told the information, and we would be fine with that. We would adjust well. But have you looked at how many people are in the world, in this country? Have you looked at the percentage of people that are not doing so well? People that are crazy, like in a way that they would not take in that kind of news very well. um yeah, I think, sometimes it's a hard concept, like in the civilian world, to think that the government shouldn't tell us every little teeny tiny thing that they know. But
So true.
yeah, every it it's a good thing. It's a good
Yeah.
thing.
By the way,
It's
I
just a
asked,
bad thing. Go ahead.
no, finish up. Are you done? I don't want to interrupt. You were doing
No,
so good there.
I was just gonna, yeah, I was just gonna say, think of it in the context of this. It's like, we don't want there to be cover-ups of things that they should not be doing, right?
Mhm.
They go against our laws, go against our constitution, go against our whatever. Um, but at the same time, you know, we we do want them to keep secrets that keep us safe. And
Mhm.
there are secrets that are like that. It's just, when they're being slick and totally breaking the law and everything, and keep that secret, that's the problem. Well,
Yeah.
what were you going to say? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that I did some follow-ups too, and along the exact same lines as what you asked. Do we need to know right now, and that kind of thing. And look, I got the same card you got,
Oh, wow.
the Four of Swords. Yep. And along with
Yeah.
that, I got the Five of Pentacles. I mean, do we like it? No.
No, no.
Is it for our better good, as far as the whole population of the United States and the world in general? Absolutely. you know will we ever
Yeah.
know? Will we ever know? Six of Cups, the number six in numerology,
Ah,
is a success number. And here's that
yeah.
nostalgia. It And I feel that's going back to, because going back to our childhood, because we were the first people where it was like commonly known, even the possibility of aliens, our generation, Mary, and before, right before our generation, we're like the first ones, and then our generation, and then the generation right after us, we're the first ones that, there was stories in the 1800s. There was, little things here and there, but they were very, very local because we didn't have international news and certainly not the internet. But I mean, even back in our day, we didn't have the internet, but we had international news. It got
Well,
around the world.
what about that? What is it? The boomer generation or something, like the people born in the 50s? Didn't they? I mean, they saw, like, wasn't that when I can't remember. When did Roswell happen? Was that
Well,
the
Roswell,
50s?
Roswell happened in 47. And so
Ah,
the people that were aware of it were the gray generation. So the people, the World War II generation, the boomers after that were, just being born and growing up, but they grew up, in their early childhood, during an era, the 50s, of when it was really, commonplace. I'm technically
mm,
Gen X. I'm like at the beginning of Gen X, and you're in Gen X. And we were the
yeah.
ones that through the 70s, television shows, you know, um, sci-fi and everything like that, we grew up on all that as well, and it was a worldwide
Mm.
thing. And I think that eventually our childhood memories are going to be fulfilled. We're eventually going to know, but we just don't need to know right now.
Yeah.
Or sort. Yeah, so there you go. There's the
Wow.
psychic spin. That was a lot of fun.